I guess we could call this an unboxing because there is a box, but there's not going to be any drama involved because the 6 pieces in this case are all the same. Take a look at this code, memorize it. I don't know exactly where these are going to be, whether it's Kroger, Walmart, Target, or all of the above. I know that they're on Amazon. Maybe it's an Amazon exclusive. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that Mattel sent me this case, and inside of it were all of these, all of the same brand new 6-car themed set that Hot Wheels is releasing. This is the first of several to be released in 2022. JDM is the theme of this one. Obviously, since all of these are the same, we're going to open one, and I'll have those models out. I'm going to keep one for posterity, but I've got some others that I think I'm going to give away. And the way I'm going to do this, well, I'll describe at the end after we do the showcase. But let's take a look at this set. Like I said, 6 of them. Let's move that out of the way. If anything, the packaging on this is fantastic. Maybe more than they need, but you can see this is kind of a hybrid of a 5-pack and what would be a 10-pack, except you got this nice little piece flipped that you can flip up. So something that you could present, that you could display. Obviously, the packaging itself is fantastic. There are the cars. We'll talk about those. I've seen a lot of comments, good and bad, about them. But we'll talk through that. But that is all of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe you need that, but that's pretty much on the case as well. Nonetheless, let's get this opened up. There are the models, like I said. Let's see if I can avoid some glare. And yeah, they're kind of cool. These are definitely aimed at the collector, which is kind of cool. 5-packs sometimes are, sometimes aren't, but this is aimed at us. Let me see if I can open this up and pull this out. See what we got going on here. Oh yeah, pretty easy packaging to deal with. Pick it up here, but we're just going to go one by one from top to bottom, and we'll talk through these, because I think a lot of people, we'll start with the Honda CRX, have been annoyed that why would you do this pack with just basic cars? Well, and in basic decos and make me pay. I don't even know what the retail is on this one, but well, I don't know. Why not? If you don't want it, you don't have to get it. I'm cool with all this kind of stuff because I think it's really cool when Hot Wheels takes aim at us, as collectors, and makes even more versions of cool cars. And to me, the more the merrier. If I wasn't into this one, I wouldn't get it. But I think this is a very, very cool set. So let's start with the Honda CRX. Some of these models are older. Some of them date back to like 2006 and 7. Some of them are obviously more recent. This one is a few years. This has been around for a couple of years, which is kind of cool. So this yellow version I like. I still think my favorite is probably this plain black version. I'm only going basics, by the way. There are premium versions of some of these castings. We're not going to get into those today. So I'm just going to go, I really like this one. This wasn't a dollar version. This was a special set. This is actually, while it's a different casting, a lot of people consider it, and I do too, it's considered an upgrade from the previous CRX casting. Both of these were done by Ryo Asada. This one started out in like one of those like semi kind of medium premium lines. Then it was modified. This is the first generation CRX with the wide body styling and everything that sometimes, I like the stock version of the later CRX. So it's nice to see that that upgrade, I guess. And you're going to see that theme kind of play out in the rest of this video. Let's go across. And in fact, here's a definite case. This is the Lancer, what is it, the Mitsubishi 2008 Lancer Evolution. If you just look at the casting on its own, I'll put this on the turntable. We haven't seen this one in a while. And I think part of the reason is because it just seems a little bit, it's just too big, right? It's just too big. Not sure why this one was cast the way it did, because the details are fantastic across the board. But the minute you put it next to anything else, it's like this is as big as a truck in Hot Wheels world. That being said, grill looks good. Obviously, the headlights are cool because they're on their own. They're part of the windshield. And the deco, the Yokohama deco, looks fantastic. So on its own, this is a great version. But I can't get behind this casting. Now, I could bring out the new Evo that Hot Wheels did in the, Modern Classics line. But those are obviously 2 different generations as well. So I kind of broke the rules here. And I'll compare and contrast it with the Matchbox version. I've always thought the Matchbox version was better. Some people don't like the fact that it's a police car and it has that light bar on the top. I get that. But everything else about this one, even though it doesn't get the headlight treatment that the Hot Wheels does as part of the window piece, it's just the better proportioned casting, and I think it's one of the best. Well, it's one of the best police castings that Matchbox has done, and I think it's one of the best Japanese car castings as well. So that's I think the Matchbox continues to win on that one. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to the Subaru Impreza WRX. We've seen quite a few WRXs from Hot Wheels. This is an older casting. I think it's been updated a little bit. I think there was a point where this was a plastic casting, maybe I'm wrong. So it's kind of nice. People are not happy about this one, I think, and I've heard the comments. I get it. Anytime there's a white car with no headlights or tail light tampos on it, it does get a little bit, it does look a little bit plain. These are going to get side treatments because of the nature of the packaging, right? These are all sitting sideways. I know that they sit sideways on the blister as well, but this is even different because of the box. So they're going to put the priority on the side tampos. This one gets the Subaru logo on the front. Other than that, it's pretty plain. I like the color combination, the white with the gold rims and the pink, but I get why some people think this is plain. I'm not even real fond of the casting itself, to be honest. And so, you know, the obvious upgrade here is the 22B. In basic, this is the better casting. It would have been nice to see this one done in this set. Maybe sometime we will, but obviously we've seen this one premium. I pulled out my favorite one, which is the Zamac version. I should probably go with the blue with the gold rims, of course, but I really like the Zamac version. So I went with that as the upgrade over that set. That being said, I like having all of these. All right, moving on. Another one that desperately needed an upgrade and got it. This is the Toyota AE86 Corolla. This is kind of an OG Junimai casting, not to be honest. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. This is one of the first Japanese, this might even be the first Japanese car casting that Junimai ever did, doing the AE86 Corolla. This is obviously a casting that's it's a little bulky, it's a little bit out of proportion. But, you know, as things move on, as the ability to play with these designs a little bit, and as Japanese cars became even more and more of a priority in the years coming, in the years future, and the years afterwards, castings like this have been revisited. Like the R32, the old casting was okay. The new R32 in a stock version is even better. This one, just, you know, it looks so rudimentary now. It was such an interesting casting when it came out in 2006. But now it just doesn't even compare to the newer one that we've seen in both basic and premium. I pulled this one out of the A case. And, you know, obviously they're different models per se. One's a Corolla, one's the Trueno. But they're both AE86s, and the proportions on this one just really make a lot more sense than the older one. But it's nice to see that casting revisited, and I think that's part of the fun that Hot Wheels has with these castings. All right, two more modern castings. RX7 and the 300ZX. Let's start with the RX7. This might be the winner of the set. In this maroon red, it almost looks Spectraflame. It's not, though. Black rims, 10-spoke rims, Greddy Deco, and it gets taillights. It gets the hood done, and it obviously has all the side decos. I'm always going to take a plain version over one with side decos, but this one is done really, really well, and I just love the color combination on this one. It is such a nice casting, and I really, really dig. This might be a Junimai casting too, but I really, really dig all of the details on this one. I like the fact that it got the taillights. The compare and contrast, I just brought out the same casting. My favorite version continues to be the Kmart exclusive in red. The blue one was really nice, but I really like this bright red version for Kmart. Becoming a highly desired piece too, I've noticed. But I really like that one with the J5 wheels. That's a nice combination. And we finish off with the 300ZX. Let's pull that one out. This is a casting that I love in a forest green. Actually, you know what? This one might be the best one. The forest green color is cool. I like other colors better, but the gold rims look nice. The 300ZX trim on the side is fantastic. The Nismo is great, and I didn't notice until I just pulled it out. Because they have the brake with the headlights and the window piece, this Nismo piece on the hood is very, very cool. Man, maybe this one takes it. You guys are going to have to tell me. I love this casting. I love the fact that it's gone premium. I love the fact that it was a Super Treasure Hunt. I love the fact that it was a Zamac. In fact, I would call the Zamac still my favorite. The white one is the cleanest. I really like, but I like this Zamac version that came out last year. The fact that it's just plain Zamac, just like the Subaru 22B. But that's the whole point here, right? I can have an opinion about all of these because they're all castings that, as someone who really enjoys JDM castings, they're all castings that I collect with outside of the Subaru, because I already have better Subaru castings. But this is the whole point of this. It's like you can add to the collection. If you're mad about the lack of tampos on some of these models, which I totally understand, but is that a surprise? Is that something out of the ordinary? I don't think so. So I'm cool with these. I'm glad anytime they're going to release more versions of these cars, especially like 300ZX, the RX7, I'm taking them. Oh, I don't collect the Mitsubishi either, but whatever. All right, you want to win these? All you got to do is comment below. Comment below, but I want to know which one of these is your favorite. So I'll be drawing a winner in about a week, but if I draw a comment and it's not which car, and you have to only pick one that is your favorite. You can't say all of them. You have to pick one. Is it the RX7, 300ZX? You tell me. Whatever one is your favorite. As long as you pick one as your favorite, tell me why. I will draw a winner from one of those comments, and I will send you one of these sets. What do you guys think? Cool? Cool. Thanks, everybody. This is a cool one. Thanks, Mattel, for sending these. Bye.